Hello, people of YouTube. My name is Steve Gray. This is Gray's Guitars, and thank you for watching. Today we are going to be talking about the new Harley models. Right now there are only currently 3. Most likely they will put in some roasted maples in the future. It's the Harley Benton Fusion 3. A couple different models. There is the Humbucker Floyd Rose. A couple different finishes here for the Floyd Rose. Let's take a look at the, I guess you could call it the basic model first. All of these have 24 frets. Gonna have a tremolo as well. So humbucker, single humbucker. Let's take a look here. So the color is Bengal. The body is Shaple. Never heard of this before. Let's go ahead and Google what this wood actually is. I always like to see what these woods actually are. Fretboard is ebony, neck is maple, 24 frets. Scale length is 24.5 over here. Fingerboard radius looks like a solid 12. Pickups are the HSH configuration and Wilkinson Tremolo, which is good. No big gig bag, no case. So let's just go through their little description here with the specs. So Harley Benton Fusion 3 HSH EB FBB Transflame Bangle Burst Pro Series ST style electric guitar, so it's a Strat style, obviously. Body contour with matching headstock, body Saple, Endromorph. You guys listening to me pronounce words, I'm sure, is very entertaining. Entandropharagma Cylindricum. Top is Ultra Flame Maple Veneer. Neck Canadian Hard Maple. Bolt-on neck. Modern C fingering, Madagascar ebony, clay dots, 24 medium jumbo blacksmith stainless steel frets. So stainless steel frets, which is pretty nice on a $300 guitar. Graph Tech nut width is 42 millimeters. Scale is 25.5. Fingerboard radius is 12. Binding is natural wooden. Pickups are the Roswell HAF Alnico 5s. The Roswell S74C, so they're all Alnico 5s. You got your master, your one master volume, master tone, push-pull, so single coil humbucker, 5-way switch, tremolo, Wilkinson, 2-point, hardware finish, chrome, tuners, WCG staggered, locking die cast, color gloss, transflame, bangle burst, original strings, 10 to 46, so it comes stock with 10s. Now, I thought this actually had Grovers on it, but I think the Grovers might be saved for the Floyd Rose version, which we'll take a look at momentarily. Wilkinson Tremolo looks nice, finish looks nice. One thing I've always never liked about Strats is this location right here. Just move it right here, right there, right out of my way, so my hand doesn't hit it when I'm really jamming out. Beautiful neck heel. I have similar neck carve on my PV. Nice belly cut right there going on. There's your electronics. There's your tremolo cavity. I don't personally need a tremolo. I don't really use them for anything. Nice little string tree going on there. Let's take a look at these tuners. They're locking. So that is a plus. On this particular model, you get locking. I think on the other model, you get Grovers. We will definitely take a look at both of them. Some natural wood binding. I like the natural wood binding. I think it's a cool feature that you can do on a lot of the cheaper guitars, where you don't have to pay a crap ton of money for body binding. You just put a maple top on it, because this is a actual maple top. Then you got a paper thin maple veneer on top of it. But yeah, let's just go ahead and go through all of these photos. I mean, if you're looking for a Super Strat for a decent price, $300 really isn't that bad. I mean, eventually they're going to make these probably a little bit more expensive with EMGs. Let's take a look here. This is the Floyd Rose model. I believe it's a Floyd Rose 1000. We'll go ahead and take a look at all of the pictures first. Then we'll read through the specs on this one as well. Most of these are going to be the standard Roswell pickups. As I said, this is probably a Floyd Rose 1000. Looks like it. We have, your locking nuts. Those are, there's your Grover tuners right there. And most of these images are going to be the same. I know it takes a couple seconds to clear the image up per image. We'll just keep going through so you can see all the pictures of the guitar. I probably won't go through the other one. I will bring it up, though, just to show you the color momentarily once this thing wants to load. Yep, and we're back to page 1. So this one is pretty much same construction, no scale length, got the fluid rose on there. So Harley Benton, Trans Flame, sure this one's the charcoal burst. ST Hape electric guitar, comfort body, maple headstock, body is the sable. So ultra frame maple veneer, Canadian hard maple, bolt-on neck, 22 jumbo stainless steel frets, fluid rose with string tension bar. Doesn't specify what fluid rose. Let's take a look here. I believe these all are the Fluid Rose 1000. So these are the Korean-made ones that are built to spec of the German ones, and they're pretty friggin' good from what I've been told. I have not personally got a hold of one myself. I got the Roswell, still got the push-pull. This one, instead of a 5-way, we have a 3-way switch. Oh yeah, there you go, Fluid Rose 1000, right there. Chrome tuners, Grover, gloss, transluminous charcoal burst, and then your same thing. So if you're looking for a Fluid Rose and a little bit of different pickup configuration, extra $50 basically. This one is going to be the Flame Cherry. I'm assuming this has all of the same specs as the black one. Yes, looks like it has all the same specs as the black one. It's a tree, let's see, of the, oh yeah, there you go. Word I can't pronounce. Family is commonly known as sapel or sapel. Okay, so this is actually just a type of mahogany. See this with a lot of Harley Benton guitars, a bunch of wood names you can't pronounce. There is many different variants of mahogany. Let's see if we can just take a look at this little image right here. Yeah, mahogany is a lot darker, so this is just like a lighter mahogany. It's a mahogany variant, standard Gibson Les Paul style mahogany body, maple cap situation. Except we're doing it on a nice little Strat guitar. Scale length, nothing wrong with that. A lot of people are definitely used to the 25.5. Stainless steel frets on a $300 guitar. I mean, if you don't need the Floyd, don't waste your time with the Floyd. Go with the Wilkinson. You can always block that off. I do wish they had a hardtail variety of these. They don't seem like they do a lot of hardtails with the Super Strat configurations. 24 frets is nice. Stainless steel frets is nicer. Body woods are excellent. Contours, 2-point tremolo system, pickup configuration. What more can you ask for than a single coil in the middle position, 2 humbuckers, which are all splittable. Maybe it might make the single coil go out of phase, doesn't specify it. Easy access to the truss rod down below. I need to get me a Harley Benton, and I know I want to order me that 2x12 cabinet still. Been talking about that forever. Jumped up to $229. We'll see if it goes back to $222. Save myself a couple of dollars on there. But I want to get me one of these Harley Bentons. I don't know if I want a Les Paul or a Super Strat. Got to pick one up. I've only seen a few used ones. One was fine, one was terrible, as I've mentioned in the past. But you can't really go wrong for $300, especially if you're just starting out. You can spend $150 on a Squire Strat that's probably going to need a decent amount of work. You do something like this, even if you have to spend $100 on the fret job, those are stainless steel frets. They're going to last for an extremely long time. If you don't like the pickups, swap them out. It's a little bit of work, but it can be done. But based on from what I've been hearing, they're just decent El Nico 5 pickups. It's probably going to be a copy of like a Jazz and JB. That's kind of like the standard Seymour Duncan line, if you're familiar with that. And they're not going to sound that bad out of the box. So, I mean, beginners, intermediate, even heck, if you just have $300 and you don't really want to spend a lot of money on a guitar and you are an expert at guitar, by all means, pick one of these up. Let me know what you think. Most of the time, I don't like the pickups in these. I'll be honest with you. The construction is fine. Stainless steel frets are good. Wilkinson is good. The hardware on this thing, I wouldn't even touch it. I'd leave it right alone. I mean, the tuners are going to be fine. They're staggered. Everything's going to be perfectly fine. The only thing I would touch on this particular guitar is probably the pickup. Same with the Floyd Rose model. I wouldn't really touch any of the hardware. Leave that alone. You said a lot Grovers, just regular Grovers. It's like what, $80 right now? Let's go ahead and just look up Grover tuners, just to see what those are going for on that model. Let's see, shopping. I don't want locking, I want regular. Okay, $50 right there. Just the tuners on the one model, the Floyd Rose model, are additional $50. They didn't have to put Grover tuners, but it's got a Floyd Rose. Honestly, I would have cut the costs by not putting Grovers on there, but they gave you them, so you might as well utilize them, might as well use them. Either that or piece the guitar. You might be able to sell it for more money. I know the Wilkinson Tremolo goes for decent money. I think that's about $100 or so. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Wilkinson. We can just break down, the parts of this thing. Pickups basically cost them nothing. So, it's their own pickups, not a lot. It depends here. There's about $40. We got a used one. We'll say, let's see if we can actually find one. Stu Mac is saying $100. eBay is saying $70. I'm trying to look for this 500 IIK model. AliExpress, that is probably, those are fake. Those are rip-offs. But I don't know. We'll say probably around the $40 to $50 range for a decent Strat style tremolo. But I wouldn't use it. So make a hardtail version for the people that want the hardtail version. If you want to leave the Roswell pickups in there, fine. There's going to be more versions of these. I can tell you right now, there's only 3. They always make a bunch of different versions of the Fusion series. So if you're looking for a specific color, if you're looking maybe for the EMG pickups that they seem to be putting in everything now at like a $100 cost to you, wait. So if you want this guitar, but you want maybe a different finish, possibly a hardtail. I doubt they're going to bring it out, but you never know. And EMGs, if you want them, one of those EMGs, this is the first set. There's going to be more of these. I can guarantee you there's going to be more of these, so hold out if you want the EMGs. Otherwise, if you got $300, burn a hole in your pocket, don't know what to do with it, want something a little different, by all means, go ahead. You're going to be paying between $50 and $80 for shipping. Depending on your location. If you're actually in Germany, I'm assuming it's a lot less money. Being in the US definitely hurts a little bit. I think they combine shipping up to 3 things, so maybe buy more than one guitar if you got the money. We'll leave it there. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, leave a like, feel free to comment down below what you want to see for future guitar and music related videos. My name is Steve Gray. Thank you for watching. This is Gray's Guitars, and as always, have a good one.